Yeah, I'm trying to wait till people come in. Whew. Y'all see the title? Y'all see the title, okay? Y'all know it's been extremely hot in areas all over the US and things like that. Everybody burning stuff, throwing cigarettes and stuff out, everything. Y'all, fire heading straight towards the house, and all you got is an hour. To be told just an hour to leave your house, and you know everything that's in there is gonna be destroyed. All because somebody didn't take precautions, didn't do what they should have done. I don't even know if y'all come in. I don't even know what YouTube is doing right now. But I'm not getting anything. So if y'all are, I'm not ignoring y'all. This is one thing that we've been talking about for a while. If something happened, are we ready for it? Are we ready for it? I don't even know if y'all can hear me or anything because my thing is doing something crazy. Hold on, y'all. What is this message? Anastasia. Hey, PNG. Now I'm starting to see our messages. Hey, PNG. So everybody gotta leave. Everybody panicking. Don't know what they're gonna do. It's a sad situation. especially the people that's got small kids, the elderly people. People don't know where they're gonna go, what they're gonna do, but you know the outcome. You know the outcome. And the fire is moving fast, so it ain't no time to do anything. It only takes, and that's what people don't understand, it only takes that cigarette thrown out, that controlled fire that got out of hand. Some people had to leave even sooner because their houses is even closer to the path of the fire. Yeah, Linda. And people have to go. People lose everything. So I say all that to say this, because I only saw one person in here out of the 66 people in here. There's only one person in here, Anastasia. There's only one person that commented in here that said one thing important. I hope y'all had to-go bags. And that's the purpose of this live stream. Nobody else said anything about, nobody said really nothing anyway. But if y'all been watching me, y'all know I have done scenes like this before. It's to get you thinking. Anything can happen. What if something happens and you get that knock on the door saying you gotta evaluate, you gotta leave? Are you ready? 76 people in here, are you ready? Do you have your to-go bags? If somebody knock on your door right now and say there has been a spill, it's very harmful, there's a fire, whatever the case may be? Or can you reach and grab a backpack or something with your important documents in it, food, change of clothes, your medication if you own it, any of that? How many people in here can reach and grab a bag, their purse, and go? Especially if you got kids. It's got everything in it you need. How many people can truthfully say you can grab your bag and go? Because sometimes we sit around here and we just look, but a lot of people have been in this situation. My Renaissance grandma, you're the only one that can say you can grab your bag and go. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know how many people is watching this that don't watched it already because of the replay. I don't see the replay, but I know it's 82 people in here, 86 people in here. And if you're the only person that can say, I can grab my bag, that is sad. It's really sad. And in this thing we call life, you can't never say what won't happen. What won't happen. This live stream is meant to make you think, for the people that want to think, that want to pay attention. I'm not out of my house, y'all. I'm not out of my house. I don't have to be out of my house. But I'm saying things like that, and it don't even have to be a fire. It's a whole lot of things. Natural disaster. It's to make you think. Can you literally take a knock at the door and grab a bag or two? I say a bag or two. And have everything you want. I mean, change your clothes, underwear, like I say, food, all that in one or two bags. Throw them on your bag. If birth certificates, if you're marriage certificates, Social Security card, all that stuff. Do you have it in something? Copies of it. If you ain't got number copies of it, in a bag with food, with medicine, with water, and actually can say, okay, sir or ma'am, I'm ready. Forget the materialistic stuff. If that happened to me, I take my dog, but I let the chickens and stuff out so they can go on. You know, they'll know how to get away from, you know. My Renaissance grandma said, yup. So let's see. I keep some stuff in my van and I have bags and stuff ready. So I see Linda, my Renaissance grandma. What's happening? Like how Esther is saying about the fire that's in Canada and stuff. How many of them people do we actually think was able to grab their stuff and go? Because see, the thing about it is, if you being evacuated for a natural disaster, you don't have that much time to be packing stuff. Because while you packing, people getting on the road, traffic jams and all that type of stuff, and people have literally been in bad situations because they just simply got stuck in traffic. These storms and stuff is hitting left and right. I'm in a hurricane zone, okay? Done been through a couple hurricanes since I've been up here. I'm coastal. So I already know my people back home. Y'all know y'all in tornado zones. Tornadoes come through that, especially in the area I'm from. Y'all know if some of y'all from Jackson. So me being Crystal Spring, Hazelhurst, Macomb, Terry, Byram, Jackson, y'all already know. You in a tornado zone. And they pop up out of nowhere. Are you ready? Are you putting stuff together so you can grab something, grab your child or whatever, your parent, elderly, whoever you got, elderly or anything, like are you prepared? See, we be walking around doing all this extra stuff and not doing what we need to do for ourselves. There is so much you need in a bug out bag, getaway bag, whatever you call it. But I wanted to do this scenario to make you think. If somebody come to your door and knock and say everybody got to evacuate right now, are you one of them that only can grab your person and have the clothes that's on your back? Are you one of them people? What are you doing? If you are one of them that will only have the clothes on your back and your purse or your wallet, then I'm going to need you to reevaluate some things. And I'm saying it because I love humans. I love people. I don't want to see nobody, none of y'all, or hear about none of y'all, then try. Simple things. It's not much to get a backpack. You can get a cheap backpack from Walmart. You can find something about $10, $15 and up. It's no excuse. I see so many different things. And I'm talking about myself too. Now I do need to make copies and get my birth certificate and stuff, my kids stuff and all that into my bags. But I have several bags that if they say that, all I need to do is grab those bags and we out. Water tablets, packaged water, meal bars, we out. Grab some and we out. Oh, and we always have a half a tank gas. Gotta have gas. We have been told for years to have our to-go bags. Jehovah has been preparing us. Anastasia, you're right. You're right. Jehovah had, yes. Yes, food meals. There's even, so you either know about, let me see. I know what you're talking about. But you're saying, what you're saying is either I got what you're saying. There's also a list if you with any congregation or whatever, or have somebody that's affiliated. There's a list. God tells you to prepare. Tells us to prepare for things. A lot of people be in my comments talking about something. I'm gonna pray about it and I'm gonna leave it alone. Faith without work is dead. You can have all the faith, but you're supposed to be trying to help yourself. Now, a lot of people interpret that differently. I interpret it the way I just said it. We can have all the faith, but we still got to help ourselves. Noah built that ark, right? Okay, then. We still got to try to help ourselves. What do the ants do all summer long? Little bitty tiny ants. Store food for the winter. All summer long. Squirrels and everything else, they work during the winter in the heat. Sweating. I'm just playing, y'all. Sweat. But they doing what they got to do. You can't sit there and just say, oh, I'm not going to do because I'm just going to pray about it. When you're able to do something. So that's what this is. That's what this live screen is for. It's to make people think. No matter how old, how young. To make people think. I bet you there's people right now that's got infants and stuff. Kids that's on bottles and probably ain't even got a stock of formula up. And I'm talking about the ones that can afford to have a stock of formula up. I'm talking about the ones that spend their money on everything under the sun that is not important. And don't even have an extra case of formula in case you have to leave your house. What if the whole town is evacuating? You ain't stopping at no Walmart and the grocery stores and stuff ain't gonna be open for you to run in there and get no formula. And if it is open, it may not be none on the shelf. That's supposed to be in your to-go bag. So it's really no excuses. Yes, you're a Jehovah's Witness. Okay, Anastasia, got you. I didn't want to overstep. So yeah, so I had my family sends me the link, not the link, I've had it for years, the paper and they get updated and stuff. We're supposed to prepare. So that's why I was wondering, was you of my faith because of what you said. But we have to prepare as much as possible. So again, like I said, it was for you to think. Just sit down and think. And for those of you that say, I don't think nothing will never happen, then I'm not even talking to you. Because I do get those in the comments. People say, I don't think nothing will never happen. Well, that's the way you think, then. Oh, well, things happen every day. Every single day. And there's a lot I got to work on, y'all, myself when it comes to preparing. You know, I sat back and I was looking. I went in the room because the emergency stuff is in my son's room. And I went in there and I'm saying to myself, y'all remember when I bought that water cooler where you put the 5-gallon jug onto it? And I went in my room and I'm like, you know what? Sometimes it's overwhelming when you feel like you got to do all of it. I looked in there and I'm like, man, got this thing for the water for the house. And not one case of water is in that room. Not one case. I'm fixing that. God said the same tomorrow. I'm fixing that tomorrow. But, and I'll be honest. I'll be real with y'all. I told, don't go in here in this room pulling nothing else out. If you ain't going to replace it, don't pull it out. Nobody. If I don't tell you to come here and pull it out, because that's what happened. Things being pulled that's supposed to be for emergencies, to where it's dwindled down to nothing and it's not being replaced. So not one case was. So I'm talking about myself too. I ain't even finna know. But I'm talking about myself too. But I know if something happened, I can grab to-go bags and go. Okay? But then you got the case of you may have to, my grandma used to always say, what if they tell you don't come out your house? What if they tell you don't come out your house for nothing? Something is in the air, don't come out your house for nothing. That was she always used to say. Those of you that don't know, my grandma raised me from a baby. They wasn't calling them preppers then, I guess, but she always had stuff, extra food and stuff like that stocked up. And she always kept a to-go bag. She called it a getaway bag, though. Always kept one of those. Always showed me what was in it. She passed away 2018, and my uncle has her bags. I mean, he found cans of pinto beans and everything in that bag. In that bag. But that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. So I hope it's making people think. Not too many people is saying anything. People didn't learn from COVID. I don't know what it will take to wake people up. You know what? I have said to myself, I don't think it's possible to wake some people up. I really don't. I really don't. I don't think that is possible these days to wake people up. People is caught up in the world so much. So much. And it's just not thinking. And then will be the main people that will be looting and hurting people and stuff and angry because they don't have what they need, and they mad with the next person because the next person, sacrifice things that they wanted to get things that they need. And you will have people that think that they can, just take. That is why I'm trying my best to get closer to God, Jehovah, to as much as possible. I really am. Because I'm going to tell you, when it come a time where only God can feed you spiritually, because a lot of this stuff that we stocking up on, it's going to come a time where that stuff ain't even going to be worth anything. You may open up a can of beans or something, it be worms or something. But right now, we ain't to that point right now. But we never know when that point, how close that point is. Okay? So, right now, we need to be doing what we can do. And yes, trying to do right and get close to God as much as possible, because it's gonna come a time when he gonna be the only person that can feed you, and it'll be spiritually. Okay, so I'm with you, but still at the same time, faith without work is dead. You got to have faith and try to help yourself if you're able. Put that Dollar General video, y'all. It's gonna be more coming. It's gonna be more coming because I have to replenish our food, our emergency food area. Tomorrow, probably, if this guy's will, I'm gonna go to Sam's Club because I gotta get some cases of water in that room. I got to. And I think they had the 45 cases for like $3 and something. So, and I know they won't be touched now because we're doing the 5-gallon jug thing with the water cooler. So this would be perfect to, you know, I look, I wished I would catch some hands in there with a case of water. Who? No. So I had to look back there because my son been telling my son made a sound. I'm like, somebody, whoever. But that's just the thing, because it's needed. You know what I'm saying? And I'm only one person. And I'm going to tell you this. And I ain't saying nothing behind his back or anything. Oronde has told y'all he don't think like this. So he told y'all on a live stream, what, early last year or something? He don't think like this. So that's why I feel like nothing is being replenished. But at the same time, I got 1, 2, 3 that I pushed out my body. Those are my responsibilities if they ain't nobody else's. So I have to make sure that what we need is in that house in case there is no more. Water, we can go without food. Well, I don't know how we gonna deal with it without food, with our GERD situation. Our stomach been on but you cannot go. You can go longer without food, but you cannot go that long without water. You can't. So I went in there. I'm not finished. I did an inventory. I still got a lot of vegetables, but a lot of soups and stuff. And especially when I got down sick, like before the surgery, when I was doing a lot of hurting and stuff, a lot of things was pulled off as a quick meal for the kids because I couldn't even walk hardly. So a lot of things were pulled, but they just wasn't put back in there. So I have to do that. So I'm just like, okay, little bit at a time, you know. So at least I know I got a lot of vegetables, canned vegetables, and rice. That's something. But my meats and stuff like that, and there are certain meats that I can only have, you know, I gotta stock that stuff up. But even if you got a food pantry, you can still put stuff in a to-go bag from that. You know, like you can still fill a to-go bag until you can do better, and then change that out or whatever, because sometimes we may have to leave all our preps. So you got to be prepared both ways, if you have to stay at home for a long period of time or if you have to leave your home. Either way. So it's a reason why I feel like, because I know my faith, I don't know if any other faiths does it, but I know my faith, they send out those preparation lists, what you need to have in a bug out bag. That's for a reason. That is for a reason. So and my mind is, okay, I gotta make sure I have one of those, because I don't know what can happen. I don't know what will happen or what won't happen or whatever, but I'm gonna try to do as much as I can. Now, y'all know I went through Stealth Angels last year. They have a payment plan. A lot of people don't like the payment plans and stuff, but you can do like different like they have bags for like 2 people bags for 72 hours, or maybe 3 people bug out bags 72 hours. And I will be honest, when I got my bags and looked in them, it's stuff that I can buy right out of Walmart or Amazon and make your own bag, and it may be even cheaper. So what I will do is, because everything has been elevated in the world, a lot of fires, a lot of storms and all that stuff, what I will do is I will, in one of my vlogs, because everything gonna be a vlog, so you gotta watch the vlog to get the information. I will go through some of my bags and give y'all an idea of what's in those bags, so you don't have to go and spend that money with Stealth Angels. I'm not affiliated with them, but if it's easy for you to do, then go ahead and do it, because the backpacking stuff is heavy duty, it's good quality, but at least it'll give you ideas of what you can put. I've done videos on this before, or I may just go and find those videos. Ain't no need of putting that in a thing if I already done it. If you want to learn about it, type in Mississippi Girl Life, and when you type in Mississippi Girl Life, put Stealth Angels, and it should pull up that video that I had did for it. And what I would try to do is, I got a couple videos I need to put on my community posts for anybody that's new and haven't saw it. So I'll probably just do that. That way you can get an idea of what they putting in their bags, even though they have pictures on the site of what's in it, but I can show you the actual size, because a lot of stuff is blown up. And you will know, you may be able to, because I know the water that come in them bags, on water pouches, they on Amazon. Okay, so those meal bars that they have in them pouches, they on Amazon too. So some things you can get from the Dollar Tree, because I definitely got to add most stuff to my bags from other bags. And then I have those Walmart bags that I found that was clearance out, the emergency Walmart bags. So in a case of an emergency, if we're driving out, I will get all my bags that I have, even the ones that I did myself, put together myself. I would get all my bags. And some of my bags that I did myself, I have like binoculars and stuff in it. You don't have to have them in there, but I'm a nosy person. When it comes to me being in a location that I may not know, I want to be able to see far. So I put binoculars and stuff like that in my bag. I'm a knife person. Yeah, I done showed y'all the knives I have that's engraved and stuff like that. That's just like easy. Yeah, I mean, by now you should know there's a lot of people like, do you have protection at home? Yes, there's protection at home. There's protection, but for us going places like that, and I'm not how to put this, I ain't even gonna say it. I ain't gonna say that. But he does a lot of that type of stuff that y'all been asking me. Well, not does a lot of it, but y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all been asking me about that. As for me having to bug out somewhere, I would just do the basics. Me and him is of different faiths. So him, carrying or whatever the case may be, that is him. For me, I'm not into that, pretty much because of my faith. That's the older the back in the day, I don't deal with that type of stuff anymore, like carrying anything like that. Like, no, that's just not me. So I say good things like pepper spray. You can have a knife in it. It can be used as a weapon. Well, it is a weapon, but it's also used for you to cut stuff and different things like that. Scissors, different things like that needs to be in your bug out bag, because you may just have to protect yourself. You just may have to protect yourself or whatever. Ask me, would I use anything to protect myself? Yes, I would. Okay, if we was in a bug out situation and something, God forbid, happened to him, and something was available and I needed to use it because I know how to, so yes, I will. But as for me looking it up, ordering it, buying it, I'm not gonna buy it. I don't buy it. That's he likes that. So yeah, so don't get that wrong. I will if I had to protect myself. But those are things we need to look at. What we will have, what we how quick can we get out? And keep in mind, if you got to get out, you ain't got time to you ain't got time to pack. You ain't got time to pack. You need to be getting on the road trying to get ahead of some traffic. If you need to also look at where you may have to evacuate. Like where I'm at, I'm coastal. So just say if I'm going down, if I got to go further south, and I'm going towards South Carolina, south of the border, taking that, I think is that 95? I don't know, don't get me wrong. But you got to look at, I know there's a bridge that has to be crossed, depending on if we go in that direction. Every time I go back home, there's a long bridge that has to be crossed. And if you got a lot of people leaving, you may get stuck on that bridge. So I think that may be the South Carolina into North Carolina. I'm not sure. I have to see where exactly, but I know that bridge is crossed and it goes over the ocean like a good way to even get into the other state. So you got to look at stuff like that. You got to look at which direction, what you take, how would the traffic be going in that direction, and all that type of stuff. Like somebody said, keep gas. You need to keep gas. What else? I'm trying to give anything because I really want people to think about this. Let's see, and take notes. Some people be putting a lot of good information in the comments, y'all, because when I do like these type of like the prepping type live screens, once my live screen and let me just say this because some of y'all been asking me like, where is your live chat? Sometimes it takes 24 hours for the live chat to pop up after a live screen because the live screen has to process. So give it like after midnight and sometime it'll be up. Sometimes I have to go back. Y'all help me out too when we talking about this. Y'all help me out too. I have to go back and write out my list. Y'all done gave me so many ideas and things that I didn't even think about. So if y'all want ideas and stuff, people be putting great ideas and stuff in the chat. So make sure you doing that, writing it down, because with this type of stuff, it'll be every man for himself almost, but we also should be trying to help each other with this type of stuff because it'll happen to all of it. It won't be just one group. Happen to all of us, okay? They can stop your car from running too. Oh, the kill switch. Spray and a lighter. Yes, traveling through. Randy Martin said people don't realize the times we are in. I know, and it's sad. I agree 1,000% with you on waking people up. Yes. Besides my go bags, I have packed a couple 5-gallon buckets with food that can be grabbed quickly. Exactly. 5-gallon buckets. My grandma used to have a tote bin that stayed in the trunk with food. And at one point I was doing the same thing. I did it when I had my van. I need to go back to do it now. It'd be just one of those tote bins, kind of tall gray tote bins. You put like kids' toys in it, but it still fit in the trunk. And we had like pottage meat and things like that. With me, I will have to watch a lot of processed stuff. So whatever you like that you put in there that has long expiration date, you can go ahead and do that. Things that once you put that lid on and stuff, it's not gonna mess up because I know it's very hot in places. But a lot of that stuff in your trunk is not directly in the sun, it's fine. And that way it's always in there, because think about this. You may get stuck out there on the road. It's hot in a lot of areas, including here. Something happened, you get stuck out there in the road, your blood sugar start dropping, you ain't got nothing to drink, no water or nothing. You can go in your trunk and get what you need. So that's why she always told me, you know, especially because I have the kids and we will always be on the go and stuff. She said, make sure you have a bin or something in that trunk with water, crackers, potty meat, viennas, whatever it is that the kids will eat. Because if you get stuck somewhere and traffic is held up for hours and hours and hours, I'm gonna tell you something else. My grandma used to always say, have a pee bucket in your vehicle. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. Have a something for somebody, for people to pee in. Okay, you don't mean to sitting there, you know, sitting there and gotta pee and all that. And just think about it, if you got water and stuff in your trunk and it's hot and you hydrating, you gonna have to pee eventually. You know, you're gonna have to pee. Ladies, it's easier for a man. And a bottle. Make sure you got something, okay? Something, all right? So keep that in mind too. Those things need to be kept in your vehicle at all times. They will close bridges too. Yes, be love. No, it's not B-Love. It's not that B-Love. I already knew it because, honey, I knew they was going to look that way. That's why I looked back. No, it's not. It's not that B-Love that does the mukbangs. Yeah, I knew it was coming. Times gonna get crazy. Yes, they are. Also, when evacuating, judge if you should rush out with anyone. At the same time, take the roads. No one will. Exactly. Like train tracks. Best route. Exactly. Traveling through. Because the exercise on foot, people got to get fit. Exactly. And that's what I've been trying to say. Be love. We talked about this last year, and I kind of got off from it. But we gardening, we growing food, we having our bug out bags, we doing all this stuff. That is why I was talking about back then. And a lot of people, like I said in that video, came at me. Oh, they got in their feelings, saying don't tell nobody to do what to buy. And I'm like, I'm not telling nobody what to buy. I'm just trying to be, just use common sense. I'm just gonna say it. Why go and buy all this processed food, canned chili, SpaghettiOs, noodles, hamburger helper? All this stuff is what makes up your prepper's pantry. And then 2 weeks into you using off from it, you got high blood pressure and diabetes. Or if you already was on the verge or whatever, and now you got all this stuff, and now you sitting around talking about, well, I ain't got nothing to eat because everything is high in sodium. No, you can't do that. That's why y'all never saw me. I bought some stuff to see if we could digest it, like the noodles and stuff like that, and then I stopped. They ate what they had, but that's why I've never been big on these Viennas. Now, this stuff I ate growing up. I'm talking about as an adult, things are processed different. Way different. The good stuff is being cut to add the junk because it's cheaper. All right? So, I don't want to have a emergency stockpile full of junk. That stuff, you ain't gonna have no energy, nothing. You're gonna be gaining weight like constantly, everything. What y'all don't understand, my highest weight was 167, and I can tell you, with me being 137, it's a big difference. It's a big difference. Okay? So, you want to be able to be kind of fit too, in case you have to do a long walk, a hike, or something like that. You want to be, and another thing that we need for our bug out bag, and I don't have one, I'm being real with y'all, but I'm gonna get one. Go to Walmart somewhere and get you a tent. One of them that rolls up and you put on your back like a lawn chair, like those lawn chairs. Because what if you leave and you have to be on foot and you got to set up somewhere? You need some type of way to set up a tent and tarp. Tarp can be put in your bag, okay? Now, you already should have like duct tape, some type of strong tape, strong rope, that type of stuff. We're going to go over all that stuff because I know I got new people on this channel. You're going to need that stuff, okay? You may be out in the middle of nowhere. Everything that's going on, you just never know. It's better to be safe than sorry, okay? So tents, before they go up, because I'm going to tell y'all done said it. Some of y'all done said it. And I know it's not just for me, it's other content creators that talk like this too. But every single time we get on the ball of buying certain things to prepare, why it go up? Y'all remember the tea candles? Let me ask y'all, anybody in here, is 120 people in here, anybody remember when I was cooking with the tea light candles, showing you how to cook inside? So if you if something happened and you don't want to be outside on no grill or nothing cooking or whatever, and Pookie and Peanut and them down the street talking about, oh, she got food because I smell it. You want to be able to cook in your house if there is no power and none of that stuff. Yeah, okay, Belinda says she remember. B-Love remember. Okay, why after I was doing those videos on that, tea light candles went up? Somebody had mentioned it, and I went, tea light candle. We talking about the little plain candles. There's always been so many for a few dollars start going up. It was a couple more things that started going up, and it's like people watching. You never know who is actually watching these videos and stuff. You don't know. Marketing. These companies that's owners to this stuff that we talking about, they watch. Everybody watch YouTube. You think they ain't watching the prepper channels and stuff like that? It's in the algorithm. If they watching it, a lot of times it's not your title. It's what we say in the videos that get that algorithm going. So it's recommended to people that's into that type of stuff. You think they ain't watching? You think them owners and stuff don't sit down at time and watch? Especially if they know they sell tents and they got these people over here talking about tents. You think they ain't, once they start seeing they sales and this, that, and the other going up, they ain't gonna increase them prices? It's a pyramid. It goes in a circle. It's part of marketing. So I feel like we need to get while the getting is good, because stuff is already high and it's gonna get higher and higher and higher. And the more people start buying these tents and stuff, how we're talking about, it's 122 people in here. We're talking about how if everybody go out and say, oh yeah, I need a tent. Them people watching, oh, why everybody buying tents right now? Well, we can make a few more dollars because evidently they want it. So to go ahead and throw extra $20 on there. Now the tent done went up. Ain't went up in 10 years. Now it's up. Because they trying to line their pockets. And that's just the way. It's little small plain tea light candles. Done play. Do Amsterdam we trust. Hey. So I remember. Also, you remember. Take care of you, not everyone else. You can't lead a horse to the water, but you can't make the horse drink. No, you can't. They know we're about to be in survival mode, so they raise the price. Yes, beloved. Yes, honey. Companies watch those videos too. Watch videos too. Waiting for the chance. Exactly. Sorry, Bonnie lie. They definitely in the bushes. Exactly. Peeking out. Look like raccoons. Raccoons and possums hide with a little notepad on there talking about, yeah, we're gonna add a couple dollars to this, that, and the other. Yes, they are. You can make your own tent. Yeah, if you wish to do that. Got my tent, sleeping bag, and blankets. I know that's right. Let me see. If I missed y'all comments, I am so sorry. I was trying to catch up. Let's see. So I'm trying to catch up. So yeah. So that's why I wanted to bring to y'all attention. I hope. You're right. I knew that a long time ago. Yes, Maybell. But it's a lot of people, a lot of people. I just be watching things. I be watching people being on this platform and stuff like that, watching how people are interacting. And you know what? The young folks really gonna hit it. Well, everybody gonna hit it. I can't say that because you got the older people. If they not, they gonna hit it hard. All of us gonna hit it hard, but the young folks, I feel like, gonna be the main ones that's trying to take and do this because they not focused. They young. We all been there. They not focused. So I feel like if you're able-bodied and you in your 30s, 40s, 50s, or whatever, and you're able, and you got grandkids and kids that's just not focused, you got a big responsibility. Because not only is it for yourself, you need to be making sure you have a lot so you can share with them. Because a lot of us ain't going to turn our back on family members in a time of need. Okay? A lot of us don't have that type of, evilness, I don't think, when it comes to us trying to prep. You ain't going to see your grandbabies and stuff hungry and you don't give them nothing. So we have a bigger responsibility, because now you got to think about the younger folks, and you got to think about the elderly people, the ones that may be in your family, your grandparents and stuff like that, or parents or whatever. It's a big responsibility. So we need to be grabbing as much as we can, doing a lot of stuff at home, preparing as much as we can. So because it's a lot. Can you make a PDF with suggestions for supplies? Fourth born reflection. I would try. I've never done it before, but I would try. Late getting in, exactly what happened and where. The fans, the nicest people in the world will turn violent. Or yes. A Howard. This is for to get people thinking. Charles Bright says, also many people don't think about many printed material available that deals with survival aspects, stock. Yeah. Exactly, Charles Bryce. Hold on, y'all. All right, let's see. Facts. See. I don't mind sharing what I have with other people. Me neither, B-Love. Me neither. Of the 50s. Exactly. Y'all gonna see a lot of difference, and y'all gonna see in my lives. As far as we need to start eating. We growing our own food, and so we need to start eating better, so we can shed any extra pounds that we have, because that ain't gonna help us. Try to lower anything. People that's got diabetes, blood pressure, and stuff like that, you can get all that stuff under control. It can be turned around with just what you put in your mouth. What you put in your bread basket makes a big difference. It can make now some people genetically gonna have it no matter what, like diabetes and stuff like that, but a lot of it can be helped with what you put in the bread basket. Okay, so we're gonna have to get it together, or you're gonna be left behind. It's just simple as that. Now it's gonna come to a point to where us that's prepping and preparing and stuff ain't gonna be able to, some of the stuff may not even mean anything. It's gonna get to that point. But right now, we need to be doing what we can, because like we say, for everybody that want to be biblical about it, faith without work is dead. Okay? They had to do things back in the Bible days. They had to work and build and store and everything else. So don't feel like just because we down here on earth and we on earth and the times are like it is that you ain't gotta help. You can't try to help yourself. You gotta try to help yourself, okay? And not everybody in your family gonna believe and think like you do. That is fine, because we are all different human beings. We think different, but if you feel like that this is something you need to be doing, then do what you need to be doing. Don't worry about, don't need no validation from nobody else. Do what's in your heart to do, because you might be the one that you may be the one. I'm not saying this is what it is, but you may be the one that God is putting in charge of it for everybody else, because you know everybody else just ain't gonna do right. You know, them other family members just ain't gonna do right. So you just never know. So if you feel like that you need to be preparing and stuff, then do it. Little bit at a time. Whatever it is. I don't care if you go and all you can get is 1 can of salmon. That's 1 can of salmon you will have. That'll be another day that you can eat. Okay? So don't look at it like that. This is all. Anastasia, you said you can't hear? Don't eat me. Can anybody hear me? Did my sound or something go out? Knowledge is definitely power. Yes. No, say I don't eat meat at all. I'm trying to get that way, because a lot of meat don't digest me anyway. So again, I say, when stuff hit the fan, your best friend or neighbor will think about their own survival. Exactly. I also have defense. Exactly. Yes. Burn salt and dry your foods. Exactly. Thank you, PNG, for putting my information in the chat. I I appreciate you. I was starting to read Be Love thing at the same time. I believe you, Jones. Yeah, slow and steady. Can openers too, y'all. I saw somebody say have defense. You gotta have some type of defense. Some type of defense. I want to say that, but it's not good to let people know what you have for defense. That's not good at all. People will try you and try to see if you got anything to any way to protect yourself. Don't be running around telling people what you got to protect yourself. Don't do that, because now you're teaching them how to come up against you. Okay, I've had people ask me, and Mississippi girl, why are you doing this private stuff? Do you got stuff? Is there stuff at home? What you think? Like, really, like I'm gonna go in details and tell you how, like I'm gonna teach you how to come and try to rob me or something. Like I'm gonna tell you what, like, I mean, that's what you use common sense at. If you've been watching me, then you should know. So y'all don't do that. Don't do that. Anastasia, you may have to come out and go back in, honey, if you can't hear no more. Everybody say they can hear. I probably, because my son is 25 and his wife is 23. I got 3 grandchildren and they are young and don't think I have a guard and all. I know that's right, Belinda Carr. That's what I said. You're going to have that'll keep a lot of them from going and trying to steal from other people and end up getting hurt and stuff. Because that's what's going to happen. A lot of them going to go and try to steal for their families and stuff. And it may not go down the right way. So that's why the person in the family that's prepping and gardening and stuff like that is a lot of stress, because now you got to do it for multiple people in your family, just to keep them, it's crazy. Maybe I'll say, oh, you are so right. Sorry, my Bluetooth came on. Oh, I understand, Anastasia. Vila said, yeah, I don't say what I have to defend myself at all. Yeah, because some people try you. I had somebody that tried me just the other day. She came to pick, she wanted to get some chickens or something, and she ended up, but it's just the question she was asking me, and I just looked at her stupid. I just got to the point where I looked at her stupid. Like, I'm not finna tell you, like, really? Do I look like, I guess I look stupid. Yeah, she tried it. I never do. It's just important to have in these evil days. Exactly. I'm with you on that. You gonna know what I have when I need to pull it out. Hey, I know that's right, B-Love. I know that's right. Where is this happening? The world wonder. What is that? She said the world wonder. Her home is. Hey, Tamika. Hey, her home is. Wanda Kate, the fire. It's to get people to think, Wanda. You have to go back to the beginning, honey. You must have got the beginning and then skip through, because if you know the fire, then yeah, you had to kind of like skip to the current part. It's to get people to think. I have my granddaughter with me. I'm raising her. I understand, be love, and see, responsibility. You got more than one responsibility. So yeah, but y'all, I'm not gonna hold y'all on here long. I know y'all got stuff to do, but we're gonna elaborate and help each other out and try to get much as we can to stock up and different things like that. Like I say, I am good, I am okay. There is no fire in my area that I know of. This is, so if you've been following me, I used to do little things like this to get you to think. It's to get you to think. Somebody knock on your door and tell you got to evaluate immediately. Are you able to grab your stuff and go? Okay? Are you able to grab your stuff and go? My Renaissance grandma, I know you already know, because you've been rocking with me for a while when I did a couple more different little things like that, but it got people to thinking. Okay? So that's the importance of it. Sometimes you have to do things, because sometimes you're just talking to people, they don't get it. You literally have to make people think. Jones Shoe said, smash that like button. Thank you. So 100. I'ma make a to-go bag. Yes. See, if I can encourage one person to do something on my videos, that's one person. My mission is accomplished. Okay. So with that being said, y'all, thank y'all so much. We're gonna get this together. We're gonna get this done together. I'm gonna go and look around some places like Walmart that I know is in a lot of areas and see what I can find for y'all, for myself, some cheap, because we're on a budget. Okay, see what they got and be able to tell y'all and everything like that, and go from there. I'm definitely encouraged. Oh, see. So we'll be getting this thing around because that's where it's going from now. I have to get my stuff back up. I have to do it for 1, 2, 3 in the back and myself, but they come first. So I have to, because I'm gonna leave this with y'all. My granny used to always tell me, because before she passed, like over the years since I had been up here, she'll always say, she'll be like, Tink. Oh Lord, wait. I said Tink. So those who don't know, Tink is my nickname. My nickname is Tinkerbell, but my family shorten it for Tink too. So she be like Tink, or sometimes she be like baby girl. She would call me different things. She be like, the last thing you wanna have happen is to have. She would say it just like this. I'm gonna tell you how she said. She was like Tink, or she'll say baby girl. The last thing you want to see is your poor little kids looking at you saying, Mama, we hungry, and there's nothing you can do about it. That hit home. That gets deep inside of me when I think about this. Sometimes it's like I can hear her. And when I went in there and I'm like, nothing was replaced and stuff like that, it hits home for me, because if I have to look in my kids' face and they hungry and shaking, my kids will start shaking when they don't eat at a time. It's like they blood sugar or something drop. I don't know. They're not diabetic or nothing, but it happens to me. We have anxiety too. So a lot of people with anxiety is supposed to eat. If you have an anxiety attack, your blood sugar drops. A lot of people don't know that. I live it. Okay, I live it, so I know. Anxiety attacks messes with your blood sugar. Anytime you have an attack, blood sugar drops. Okay, so right there. So I wouldn't want them to be in no state like that, and I didn't have nothing, no way to feed them. All right, so that right there hits home with me. Hey Chad, hey Tamika, you sound tired. Everything good? Yes, everything good, Gino. Stay on point. Stay on point. Tink is cute, lol. Yes, honey. So now y'all know, okay? Do you have Zelle? I don't use Cashapp. Yes, ma'am, I have Zelle. It's my email, MississippiGirl2021 that would be my thing, because I don't want to. I have two, but the other one is under my phone number, and I don't want to give my phone number out. But Mississippi Girl 2021, that's a Zelle account for me. Let's see. I can still hear my mama say, always expect the unexpected. Exactly, Debbie Nicks. Exactly. Exactly. So y'all keep that in mind. Y'all keep that in mind. Hold on, y'all. When you prepping and preparing, and understand that we got to do it. We got to do what we got to do, okay? Oh, thank you, B-Love. I appreciate it, honey. Shoot, it's going to go towards prepping. No matter what it is, it's going to go towards prepping, honey, because I got to do what I got to do. I appreciate it, honey. Robin Murphy. There was a shift last night. Wow. So yeah, y'all, so let me go ahead and get off of here. Yeah, let me make sure PNG put my my Zelle Gmail in here, but let me make sure, because like I said, I have two before I get off of here. No, I need this one right here. Yeah, that email is Mississippi Girl 2021. Make sure at Gmail for Zelle. Yep, Mississippi Girl 2021 at Gmail. I didn't want you to, send it to the wrong thing. But yeah. But anyway, y'all, thank you, PNG, for thanking Miss B Love. B Love. Zelle using the person. Something like Google Voice sounds like a good idea for that, where it can be traced like that. So yes, y'all. So with that being said, let me go ahead and get off of here. Y'all make sure if y'all got any questions, just email me too. You can email me at that same email address, MississippiGirl2021 at Gmail. Just give me a little time to respond because I get a lot of emails and a lot of comments on a daily basis. So with that being said, y'all be safe out there. I use the email. Okay, be love. Thank you so much again, honey. So I will see y'all in the next one. If it's God's will, y'all be safe, okay? Bye.